चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया छैया.
Our first morning in Goa, and my buddy Darcy would be pretty proud of me. This is what he would call a transitionary drug. I'm learning to ride a Vespa, basically. It's a Honda, a little bit of Hrithik Roshan going on there. But yeah, we're basically going to be getting around all of Goa today on this bad boy, and I've never ridden one before.
Only in India do you get a traffic jam
of goats. Now that we're rocking the Vespa styles, we've got to get to breakfast, but first we need to send off an email. Now, our hotel doesn't have Wi-Fi, but luckily the place down the street does.
So it's our first morning here in Baga, and we decided to come back to Leela's Cafe because our meal yesterday was so good. I admittedly am not being too adventurous and ordered the same cheese and tomato sandwich, but on a roll this time instead of a baguette. And our trip had a bit of a cash infusion this morning, so we're celebrating with milkshakes first thing in the morning.
I totally skipped coffee because this is a coffee milkshake, and it's good.
I got a delicious apple cinnamon milkshake. It looks like they make their own ice cream fresh in-house, and it was good.
And last night's super spicy chicken vindaloo while watching the sun go down was probably enough for my stomach to take for 24 hours. So right now, it's just gonna be a monstrous roasty and a huge and first, like, honest to goodness, folded over because they're ingredients in it omelet that we've had since we were here.
This is easily one of the best omelets I've had in my life. Or I'm really omelet deprived. Either way, that is good. So I'm sitting here on the Vespa with Matt driving and navigating it, and I have to be honest that my heart is thumping, but I'm not sure if it's for the right reasons. So far so good though, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we make it to Arambol in one piece. Oh, a real traffic jam this time.
Got to Arambol in one piece. We hit a really big speed bump and Nat kind of flew off, so it's just me. No, she's here. But I just love that the cows and the dogs are on the beach, relaxing. The dog knows to hang out in the shade of the cow. It's a pretty good relationship they've got here. It's time to find our own place in the shade.
Arambol Beach has been fantastic so far. We're getting umbrella and beach chair service, we're getting food service. I'm having a pretty good steak burger right now. And there's a lady walking around with pineapples in a basket on her head.
This has got to be the biggest golden pineapple I have ever seen cut. Now, the woman really whips out this giant sword, and so you're not going to get the core taken out with that, but it is just incredible. Yeah, it's totally like a machete. But this is the sweetest pineapple, and then she just chucks it in a bag. Off you go, 50 rupees. It's like $1.50 back home. Not even. It's awesome.
With all the cows on the beach, I thought, nah, not a big deal. They're pretty lazy. But now we have one coming right at us. At a snail's pace, but...
So Arambol Beach wound up being incredible. It looks a lot like Baga Beach, which is great because that's where we're going tomorrow. Now the sun is up just enough for us to Vespa home because it's dangerous enough riding a Vespa in India. Doing it at night in the dark, I don't have balls that big. So the rest of tonight's adventure is going to be a culinary adventure. We've been walking past this really funky looking French restaurant that claims to use local products and create with passion. So we thought, it's going to be expensive, but we're in the last couple days of our trip, and the money that we've got left, we should probably be eating.
So we're here at Poisson Rouge, or for non-francophones, the red fish, and it is posh in here. You can sense it even before you walk in with the sign at the entranceway, and then you walk in, and it's this gorgeous little place that reminds me of Miami.
You know you found a posh restaurant, in this case by accident, when the first course is an amuse-bouche. That's French and basically just means it's a nice little snack. It'll entertain your mouth. It won't fill your stomach, but it'll entertain your mouth. And this looks great. Basically a little crostini with some tomato and some melted mozzarella on it, but hopefully it's buffalo mozz. My bouche is so amused.
Since Goa is the one area of India that you can actually purchase alcohol, I have been taking this opportunity to have a drop, well, more than a drop of wine, finally. It's been too long without a glass of wine. But this is quite interesting because India apparently has this wine industry that we don't really know that much about back in North America yet. So I ordered a Viognier, and already we can easily say that India is hot all year round. And from what I remember from Susan's little talks, hot weather means high sugar, means high alcohol. So it smells sweet, reminds me of a Gewürztraminer, like honey, fruit, that kind of thing. And it goes down real easy.
This is kingfish ceviche. Kingfish is a really popular fish in this area, and ceviche is basically just a way of cooking fish in, usually fish and seafood, cooking it in vinegar instead of cooking it over heat. So it's basically chemically cooked, and it usually tastes better than it sounds, chemical cooking. But let's see what it is like. It's nice. It's really fresh. I mean, when you make a ceviche, it's guaranteed to be fresh. It's always acid, very acidic. But, yeah, it's great.
So being at Poisson Rouge, it made sense to order the red fish. In this case, it was a red snapper. It was highly recommended by the waiter, which I'm digging that he gave me a personal recommendation. I haven't gotten any of that here in India. Not that that's a complaint, it's just a difference in culture. Anyway, let's try it. He also made note to mention that this is a reduced butter sauce, so I'm sure that means it'll be delicious. Wow, it is delicious.
The next piece on the set menu that I went for is a prawn ravioli. Now, the cool thing about this restaurant is that it's run by a Frenchman. So he knows how he wants to have things cooked. But it's cooked in India. So they're using local ingredients. And in this case, I can totally recognize, obviously, local prawns. But there's some curry leaves in here. So this is going to make for a really cool flavor. Yeah, it's like, it totally feels like an Italian decided to make some ravioli in the south of India and came up with this, because it is exceptional, absolutely exceptional. But the flavor mix is something I've never tried before. It's amazing.
So that ended up being a fabulous dinner. Really creative uses of the local ingredients here, great dishes, and oh man, I am full. In a good way, of course, but really, really full. I am looking forward to some rest and then another full day of lying on the beach tomorrow. In fact, just crossing the creek next to our place onto Baga Beach should be fun.
At Le Poisson Rouge, the ambiance makes me think of a local bus going to Agra, or a train in Mumbai during rush hour. Thank you. And I can't help but think it's the variety of those experiences that make all of them so special, because right now, a cold glass of wine and someone bringing me a fresh fork is perfect. And sitting on a local bus going to Agra was perfect. And it really is, if nothing else, this trip to India has been a great experience in extremes and appreciating all of the extremity of it.